Hydrogen is more than a molecule. It's actually more like a timekeeper. The ratio between its two different forms, protium and deuterium, is how the body measures its relationship to light, water, and season. Protium is the light hydrogen. One proton, one electron. It moves fast, conducts charge easily, and fuels really clean mitochondrial energy. Deuterium, however, is heavier. It carries an extra neutron around, and that extra weight slows molecular motion. It thickens the water that it's part of, and it changes how life interacts with sunlight. So every environment on Earth carries its own unique hydrogen signature. Near the equator, where sunlight is strong and plants grow year-round, deuterium levels are actually high. Tropical fruits, tubers, and waters hold that heavier form of hydrogen, nature's way of storing solar abundance. Closer to the poles, however, or at high altitude up in the mountains, sunlight is much weaker and water evaporates differently, which leaves behind lighter, protium-rich water. Foods like animal fats, cold water fish, and dense proteins dominate those ecosystems and yield cleaner, low deuterium metabolic water. When humans lived in sync with their environment in our ancestral past, we naturally cycled between these two hydrogen states. In the summer months and the equatorial regions, we would intake much higher amounts of deuterium, which meant that we could have a higher metabolism and faster growth. In winter, at the higher latitudes, we had to lower our deuterium intake naturally, which slowed metabolism and allowed for deeper repair. That seasonal rhythm is one of biology's oldest clocks, the Circ-Annual hydrogen cycle. Modern life really broke that rhythm. We eat tropical fruit in January. We drink tap water sourced from distant deuterium-heavy reservoirs. We bathe in artificial light that tells our mitochondria it's always summer. The result is confusion at the molecular level. Our water becomes too heavy for the light that we're living under. The cell loses its sense of time. So when that happens, the body cannot synchronize with the environment. The mitochondria stop coordinating with solar cues. Melatonin and cortisol become all confused and spike and plummet at the wrong times. Energy becomes unstable, you feel wired but tired, always out of season. So reestablishing the natural protium to deuterium rhythm is a way of re-entering the Earth's calendar. Eat more low deuterium, high fat, high mineral foods in winter. Embrace seasonal carbs and fruits only when light is abundant. Drink water that matches your latitude, structured, spring, or distilled and remineralized. Expose your eyes and skin to the sun that corresponds to the foods that you eat. This is how we can get back into balance. In short, match the hydrogen in your body to the hydrogen in your environment. That's what it means to be coherent with nature's light signals, to synchronize. When you live seasonally, your internal waters adjust. Protium rises in the cold months, sharpening mitochondrial efficiency, while deuterium flows back in the spring, supporting reproduction and renewal. This dance of heavy and light hydrogen is how life breathes with the planet. The more aligned that rhythm is, the more effortlessly energy moves through you. And when hydrogen is in sync with the sun, healing doesn't have to be forced. It can happen with resonance. You can learn more about rebuilding that environmental coherence to support clean hydrogen metabolism and resynchronize our physiology with our environments over at grutsygreen.com. See you there.